In the first Garmin Base Camp Basic tutorial, I showed you how to plan a simple route from point A to point B. Today I want to show you how to edit this route. I will show you how to change the course of the already planned route and how to extend the already planned route and add new destinations. Hello, I'm Thomas, your outdoor tech instructor. In my channel, I explain how to use apps and devices related to outdoor and fitness. Are you ready? Then let's get started. To begin, we prepare Garmin Base Camp for the task ahead. Select the appropriate map. Ideally, it should be the same map you used for the first planning. Then we switch on the new tools we want to use today. To do this, go to the file bar, click on View and then Toolbars and activate Edit Features and Edit. In the toolbar, you will now see new tools that we want to use for planning. Now activate the route you want to edit. To do this, click on the route on the map or mark it in the library as you learned it in the previous tutorial. In the first tutorial, I already said that I wanted to change the course of the walk. I will now show you how to create a new routing point in your route and thus change the course of the route. I want to put the route course on the coast to use the path next to it. I select the Insert tool, which changes the appearance of the cursor to a pencil. I move it in the direction of the route. When I am close enough, a line appears between the starting point and the destination. By left-clicking with the mouse, this line attaches itself to my cursor. Now I move the cursor to the path I want to use for planning. Another left click creates a new point and recalculates the route. Right click to uncouple the cursor from the route. If you want to switch off the tool, select another tool at the top. I will insert another point. To do this, I move the cursor to the route again. A new point is always inserted between two existing points. I now have a third point with the starting point and the destination point. I can now select the section I want to change by moving the cursor between the 2 points. I activate it by left-clicking and set another point by left-clicking on the map. The route is recalculated again. I repeat this by further points until the route corresponds to my wish. If I have set a point incorrectly, I can easily delete it again. I just have to click the Undo tool and the last step is undone. If I want to remove a point later, I use the Erase tool and click on the point to be deleted. This can also be done in the tour overview. I click on the name of the tour in the map, select the relevant point, right click and then click on Delete. Then I click on Recalculate so that the route is recalculated. If I have placed a point in the wrong place, I can move it as I wish. To do this, I select the Move Point tool, move the cursor over the point, click and hold the left mouse button. I move the cursor to the desired location and release the mouse button. The point is moved and the route is recalculated. If you missed my first Garmin Base Camp tutorial, you can find it in the link at the top right or here in my video description. Now, by looking at the gray bar under the map, I notice that my tour only takes about 30 minutes. I have more time and want to extend it. To do this, I mark the route in the library and select the Insert tool. Then I move the cursor near the destination until a dark circle becomes active. This can take some practice. I click in the circle and can now set a new destination point. If necessary, more destination points can always be set. When I am finished, I select the pen tool, move the map view and enjoy my new route. I showed you how to export your planet route for further use in the first tutorial. How much experience do you already have with Garmin Base Camp? What question do you have about Garmin Base Camp? Write me your comments directly below the video. I will continue my Garmin Base Camp series with further tutorials. You can find a step-by-step tutorial for the Route Planner Commode in the playlist at the top left. I explain Google My Maps in the playlist on the bottom left. I'm always happy about your comments and the thumbs up. I'm Thomas, your auto tech instructor. See you next time.